You ready to let the dogs out?
What? Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty Podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
From Wish TV, I'm Pet Pals TV host Patty Spitler, and this is the Positively Patty Podcast with a puppy on the All Indiana Podcast Network. And on this episode, yes, we're talking about puppies, but very special dogs. These are service dogs from Canine Companions for Independence, CCI. Now, what does that mean? What is a service dog? What is a puppy in training? How do they train these dogs to help humans who have specific challenges and or a disability? You'll find out more coming up on Positively Patty Podcast. And here we are back now again on the Positively Patty Podcast. And we're talking with a friend of mine. I'm very proud of all the things that she does. Brandt Carter is a volunteer puppy raiser for CCI. CCI stands for
Canine Companions for Independence. Hi, Patty.
Hi there, Brandt. And we also have a special friend with Brandt today. This is Theo. And what's Theo?
Theo is a full lab, and he is 14 weeks old, and he's sitting here very quietly with his cape on.
With his cape.
He has his little training cape.
Cape on. That's not a chicken. This is
No.
cape. The cape on. He's a puppy in training to be a service dog.
Yes, he is. We got him at 8 weeks of age. He was only 10 pounds, and he's 27 pounds now. He's 14 weeks old.
Oh, the Carter family's feeding him well.
Yes.
But he's very good. He's very, very well. I mean, puppies, can be crazy, and he's very well behaved. Now, for Canine Companions, correct me if I'm wrong, your puppies that you use for training, they're bred specially for this.
Yes, they're all bred out around Santa Rosa, California, which is our national headquarters. This is a national organization. We have 6 different centers all across the United States.
All right. And the purpose of doing that is?
They look at the quality of they call it stock.
Right.
And they want a very reliable dog. They
Right.
don't take they do take a few outside breeding. They exchange with leader dogs, of all things, for the blind. And they use some of their studs. But usually they have such a genetic history about their dogs.
Well, I understand that. It's kind of like, you inherit, if you know the mother and the father and what they act like, and they're service dogs, then probably, most of that is passed on. Now, even having said that, some of these puppies do not become service dogs.
Correct. Only about a little over a third become service dogs. The dog has to want to work. It's called the work ethic.
Yeah.
A lot of times, or they will have a fear or a health condition.
Right.
But I've had quite a few make it, so it's fun.
All right. So let's talk. Back to that, though. You're telling a dog to do everything that a dog doesn't do. Don't chase the squirrel. Don't pick up the food off the floor. Go under the table and sit down when you're having dinner. So you're asking a dog not to be a dog, but to be focused on their human. Okay.
When they have their vest on, they can be a family member and they can play once they are not working.
Right. And they know that, too, don't they?
Yeah, and they do know the difference.
Okay. Now, let's back up some more. I want to talk about you. How many puppies in training have you raised?
This is number 18.
Wow, number 18. Why do you do this?
It's just way too much fun. We even have a woman in Ohio that has raised A through Z dogs. Every dog had a different first name, and she raised the alphabet.
Oh, my heavens. Oh, so you get a lot of personal satisfaction knowing you're helping someone who has a disability.
It is something to be able to help create a miracle for somebody to gain more independence.
Right. Now, let's back up even more. For those who may not quite know yet, what is a service dog?
Well, a service dog is a special kind of dog that is trained to do something specifically for the person who they are teamed with. It is not an emotional support dog. It is not just a companion.
Not a therapy dog.
And it's not a dog that you buy a vest from over the internet.
I rarely get upset about anything, but having seen humans with challenges and disabilities that need a service dog, you don't want to buy a vest for your pet to take it into the restaurant because it would be fun. People think, this doesn't hurt anybody. I can buy a $49 vest off the internet. But it hurts people with real disabilities because...
And they don't understand. We have had several dogs have to leave our program because they have been attacked by dogs with vests on that people think they're service dogs, and they are not.
They're not.
And these dogs are valued at $50,000. And if your dog would attack it and then that dog becomes shy, you have just created a horrible accident.
Mm-hmm. And service dogs are trained, if they're attacked by another dog, they won't fight back.
Correct. Wow. And it's happened in the airports. It's happened just in malls. And people just have to be very conscious. Service dogs are there just like a piece of equipment, like a wheelchair. They are needed by their person with a disability.
I always tell someone too, if you see a dog with that's looking around and pulling on the chain, and that's not a service dog, even if it has a vest on. It's just they're focused on their human and what they need. Also, some service dogs help people who don't have a physical disability you can see.
Correct.
I know we did Charlie, who was the race car driver,
right?
Charlie Kimball, and he had a service dog. He has diabetes, so low blood sugar, and his dog would alert him. And that's something you train the dog. They can smell all these different things, but you alert them to tell the human, oh, you're going to have a seizure or you need something. So do you work with that too?
We don't do it with diabetes, but the first dog named after me, Brandt number 1, is working for Early Alert, it's called, and he's working with a 13-year-old boy, and he's already saved his life like 4 times because of low blood sugar. And that's why you can't interfere with those dogs, because it's very critical.
A little girl in Kentucky I did a story on, Heather, and she has a service dog that goes to school with her.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody accepts it, but the dog can alert her before if she has a seizure. Alert her before and alert the parents or the teacher.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
These dogs are just miracles. They really are. They're miracles to human beings.
What they can smell and see is so much better than what we and hear. I can't hear anyway. But okay, service dogs. Let's go through a couple of the other dogs too, just so people know. Back up. What can you ask someone if you want to take Theo in? What can someone ask you? There are 2 questions they're allowed to ask you. One is that a service dog? And number 2 is, what is he
doing for you?
What does he do? You can't ask the person, what is your disability?
Correct. You are correct.
Yes. So those are the 2 questions you can ask them. So,
and a lot of it's because some disabilities are invisible.
Exactly. But people want to go, you can't ask too many questions.
And the other etiquette for people seeing somebody out in public, talk to the person who has the disability. Don't talk to the dog.
Excellent point.
It's like going up and saying their wheelchair, I want to talk to you, wheelchair.
Right.
It really is a medical tool for that person.
And
you shouldn't pet them.
That's what I was just going to say. Often the dogs are so adorable that people want to go up and pet them. And sometimes it says I know some of the vests that, after the dog's evaluated, say, don't pet me, I'm a service dog. Because they're working, right?
Especially dogs for the blind and hearing, where they can't be interfered with.
Right. So do not, first off, you shouldn't pet a dog anyway unless you ask the owner's permission.
Correct.
But if it's a service dog, no, they're working, so don't pet them. Okay, emotional support dogs. These are dogs that have a doctor's prescription.
Yes.
That you can take the dog in, maybe some planes. That's changing too. Planes do whatever they want to do now.
Yeah.
They're a whole different ballgame. And housing.
Yes.
Yeah, for housing. Also, therapy animals, they love everybody. They're like, pet me, pet me, pet me. And there are facility therapy dogs that work at one school or one hospital.
We actually provide a lot of facility dogs,
Really?
but what's interesting, they will wear their working cape in the facility, but they can't go to restaurants.
Right.
They don't have full access. They can't get on buses. They can't fly in the cabin with you. They only have certain rights. The facility dogs do. The
only dog that has full access wherever a human goes is
a service dog
that has been evaluated.
And even in the scheme of things, like boats have rules of engagement that the boat not motorized is right of way gets the right of way because they can't turn as easily. Seeing eye dogs have the highest rank. Mm-hmm. And then I'm not including canine police dogs, but then our dogs that help people who are handicapped, because our dogs work on verbal commands. They don't sense the environment, whereas a seeing eye dog will sense a block or two ahead. Our dog will walk you right into a pole unless you tell him to go around it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, seeing eye dogs always, or guide dogs, I guess would be the proper terminology. That amazes me. You're trusting a dog to take you across the street and read the lights and read the other dogs, other cars. That's amazing.
It is. It's amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah. Okay. And so how many years have you done this?
We've done it since the late 80s, and it has changed a lot. We went over and picked up a little dog in a ranch house that flooded every April, and now our center is in New Albany, Ohio, and it's a $21 million facility with dormitories. It's just exquisite. It has its own veterinary clinic. It is just amazing to see the growth. This is the largest organization and does the most research.
Yeah.
They've done a ton of research of sending dogs through MRIs so that they can lay there with people so they aren't anxious.
Yeah, oh my.
And they're doing a lot with just genetics and working with universities and working with the VA. They have a lot of studies that are going on.
Right. So the demand is growing, the acceptance is growing, and that's another reason don't abuse it.
Correct.
Understand what the rules are. Someone says, "Oh, my dog has a certificate and is registered." That should be a red flag right away.
Correct.
There's no registration, is there?
There's no license. I wish there was, but
I
there
do.
isn't
You know
any.
what? I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that. I do too. I wish the
I do.
ADA would do that,
Yeah.
but then some people
So
say, "Well,
far, no. You have to just know that the organization is reputable. Mm-hmm. And some aren't. So you have to do your research.
And
if you get involved,
sometimes it's just for the money."
Well, and what's interesting is these dogs with Canine Companions for Independence, they're given free. I know some people, if you can afford it, there are service dog programs that you can pay $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for a dog.
Right.
And it's okay. But our organization, every dog is given free, and the person with the disability is supported the whole lifetime. They carry $1 million policy on the dog. Not even the person has to do that. It's just an amazing program. And if your dog would pass, they provide
Another dog.
successor dog.
What happens to the dog when, Theo, you're so cute, when he needs to retire or he gets older?
Well, you don't talk to the person with a disability because they are just so sad. It is very, it's critical when they have to make that decision.
Right.
Sometimes they stay in the home with the person, even with a new dog coming in.
Right.
Sometimes they go back to the puppy raiser, and sometimes they're adopted out. You know, every situation within it is individualized.
It's a case-by-case basis.
Yes, it
Very
is a
good.
case by
Very
case.
good. Okay, so we've covered the different areas. We've covered what they do to help, and we've covered your emotions. And I always have told you this before. I couldn't let them go.
Oh, yes, you can.
But you have to raise them up to, how about 2 years?
18 months old.
18 months, okay.
But instead of saying, I can't do it, you say, oh, good luck. You're going off to college to learn great things. Because I don't teach him I teach him really basic, like 25 commands.
Right.
Then he goes off, and I have one over there right now, Brandt number 2, that can open doors. He can push doors. He can put laundry baskets. He can turn light switches on and off. He can hand things to the person in the wheelchair. It's just amazing. But what I'd love to say, Patty, if the people are listening, this is a great family activity.
Yes.
Children can be involved in the training of it. It's just fantastic to put the whole family in it. And it's a great activity to understand having a mission and understanding what sacrifice is, because you do sacrifice your emotions to send them on to give it to someone who needs the dog. They need that miracle. They need that independence.
And you also have other puppies at home.
Yeah, we have
You've
others.
got pet puppies
And if they don't make it, we teasingly call them COC, change of careers, and I have a change of career golden retriever at home. Solomon did not want to work.
Oh, he just wanted to stay with
So he's now big brother to all the puppies that come through.
Great. It's always fun to go over to Brandt's house. And I'll just throw in a little plug here. She's a fabulous artist. You are really, I know you don't want me to praise you like that, but you are just amazing. And I have several pictures in my home of Mabel and Stewie. So.
And you can't guess, I paint dogs.
Yes, Brand. And chickens.
And chickens and cows.
And cows. And it's really, really incredible. Okay, someone's hearing this. They'd like to know more about it. How do they get in touch with you or CCI? What do you suggest?
Well, I have I'm on Facebook, just as Brandt Carter.
Right.
We have a local organization, CCI Indy, which is on Facebook, but you can just go to CCI, Canine Companions for Independence, just the initials, CCI.org.
CCI.org.
And they have wonderful information on there.
Mm-hmm. Again, let us reiterate, these dogs are free, but you have to, number one, you have to qualify.
Correct.
Number two, you
have to wait.
There's a wait. I was going to say, there's a wait list. So the sooner you get in, if it's a critical thing that you need the dog tomorrow,
it's not your program.
It's not your program. It's not going to happen that way. But what a
We've got a lot of puppy raisers in Indianapolis and a lot of teams. And a lot of times you will see people out. If you do, the teams have a blue cape on and the puppies have a yellow cape on.
There you go. So thank you. You should need a cape on. You should be Wonder Woman. We need a cape for you as well.
Well, we call these little dogs heroes.
Oh, they are. Brandt Carter, puppy raiser, CCI, Canine Companions for Independence. And it's a wonderful thing you do. And we appreciate you. And
thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Brandt. And thank you,
Love
Leo.
your support.
Oh, Theo's going to lie down now. That's his critique of the show. Okay. With that, we say thank you very much. We'll see you again.
Great.
Okay, that's it for the Positively Patty podcast with a puppy. This has been Positively Patty from Wish TV. I'm Patty Spittler. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast. And, of course, you will. Check out all the new updates every single week. Oh, boy, we're busy. So you can also learn more at wishtv.com. And when you follow, Wish TV on Facebook.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at petpalstv.com and stay with Wish TV online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.